My name is Lloyd. I'm an artist, contemporary artist, and I'm here behind us in Boscombe with the newly finished mural that I've just created with Anatomics.
I'm Anna. I'm a urban artist. I paint a lot of murals for a living. I also do a lot of fine art. And yeah, come down here to collaborate on this massive piece for Boscombe.
The inspiration behind the piece, guys, give me a couple of minutes on what this means to you.
Okay, so the project first started a long time ago. We talked about doing a collaboration on canvas, and which we were going to do at my studio, and we were going to make a big painting. And then I spoke to some members of the local community. I bumped into Gary, and he approached me and talked about creating a big piece of wall art in Boscombe for the local community as part of the Arts Festival and Arts by the Sea, and also part of kind of a regeneration thing. And kind of that's the beginning part, and then we began speaking to, had a meeting with Claire Beaumont, Chris Wakefield and some other members of the community, and it's kind of started to evolve very organically really, and this big wall behind us became available, and then it was a case of just persuading Anna that instead of doing a large canvas we were going to do a giant wall.
And yeah, I leapt at the chance because as much as I love painting on canvas, I'd much rather have a nice big wall. And this is the biggest wall I've painted to date, so really? I was more than happy to come down and do it. And I've had a nice trip down to the seaside as well.
Fantastic. The title of the piece, have you decided?
Yeah, well, the title of the piece is called Awakening, and I need to say what kind of inspired, there's two kind of things going on here. The first inspiration is about how it came about, and I talked about some of the things that happened. They're really close to my heart, and part of my purpose in life is, my art practice is to use that to inspire and empower other people.
Yeah.
I hope to do that through the stuff I make, and so one of the inspirations for doing this wall was that it would have that effect. It would be the first of many to come in Boscombe, and possibly Bournemouth, and this would be kind of the opening piece of art for that project, following the models that you see in Brook Lane, Shoreditch, the places in Bristol, and they become tourist areas. Internationally, people come from all over the world to go to places like Brook Lane or Bristol, and it's great revenue, and I see the picture that could bring in a lot of income to Boscombe, and so there's all that kind of stuff behind it. The second inspiration is the actual inspiration behind the design or about the piece itself, and we both share this great passion for Stanley Kubrick, and in particular science fiction, and even more specific 2001: A Space Odyssey. I don't think I've got the words to say. It's very influential on many things I do in my own art practice, and I know it's the same for Anna. And kind of that's why we originally wanted to collaborate, because we've got this shared passion, shared interest in Stanley Kubrick, and so yeah, that's kind of where the artistic idea for this Awakening piece came from. Was from Stanley Kubrick. And really, I think it'd be nice to dedicate it to him, because without his movies, without his vision, without his genius, we wouldn't have made this happen, would we, really? So.
And it's an incredible piece, Anna. I mean, you've travelled all the way down from Birmingham to do this. You've been down here the best part of 2 weeks and stuff. You've worked your socks off for us. And I was just wondering if you might be able to mention some of the people that have helped us put this together in Romelia Lane, some of the people you might have you've met? Or?
The response from the local public has been incredible. I mean, I work on the street a lot, so you've constantly got people stopping and talking to you and asking you what you're doing, you know, whether it's legal or not, who you got permission from. But here, it's been making people happy. It's been brightening up their lives, and Boscombe feels like a place that needs that. And Romelia Lane apparently has a bit of a history of not being the nicest place in Boscombe. And hopefully this has brightened it up quite a lot. Everyone that's been past has had a smile on their face. Everyone's happy about it, and I can't ask for anything more, really.
Fantastic. Anatomics, Mark, Lloyd, thank you so much for what you've done for us, guys. Anything you want to add quickly before we...
I just would like to say a load of thank yous. So first of all to the councillors who kind of believed in and kind of had a bit of vision and saw what the possibilities of what we could do. So I need to thank those guys, Chris Wakefield and the other people. I need to thank Claire Beaumont for helping organise and making things fluidly fall into place so we can make this happen. I'd like to thank Redtail Studios for supplying the paint and all the stuff. I'd like to thank Rose's Cafe, Marcel's Cafe, the Ends Cafe for keeping us fed and watered over the course of this 12 days. And I'd like to thank Anna for coming down and making this possible, because I could not have done this on my own at all. And
Likewise.
Yeah. And a massive thanks to Gary Sherbourne, who we could not have done it without you. Before we even started getting the wall ready, being here on hand to help us with all the paint and just helping us get it together. So a massive thanks, and
we'd still be painting now if it wasn't for Gary.
Yeah,
So.
and thanks to the community of Boscombe as well, who've encouraged us and given us lots of positive affirmation, and that's kept us going over the last 12 days. So yeah, massive thanks, and we're grateful for this opportunity.
Mark, Lloyd, Anatomics, Diamond, thank you.
Thank you.